In this video, we're going to have a look at how to edit a pre-existing quiz that either you have made or that is already available in Purple Mash, to be able to adapt it to meet the needs of your individual pupils. When you have either made and saved a quiz of your own or opened a pre-existing quiz you wish to edit, you can then make any changes you wish so that a simpler or more challenging version can be given to different pupils. One of the most common adaptations to make is to record yourself saying the questions and/or the answers. This gives children who struggle to read English but could understand it quite well orally the chance of success with these questions. Some pre-made quizzes already have a voice recording for some questions and answers, but you are more than welcome to record over these to a voice that the children are more familiar with. You can also add audio edits to the instructions page as well. There are a few different ways adaptations can be made to questions themselves to make the quiz more or less challenging as required. One of these options is to add or remove pictorial prompts. In this question, there is already a pictorial prompt. If I click on it, I can click on the clear button, click OK, and it will clear that image. I can then choose to draw a new image or add a new image in a representation that is more familiar to the children. In the case of maths word problems, I may choose to also read out what is written in the image. When your children open up the quiz, it will appear like this, and any image you have then added or has already been added can then be enlarged to full screen for the children to look at better. It will then remain there until the X is pressed. You may also wish to make it so that there are more written questions to add challenge or more multiple choice questions for additional scaffold. This can be done by removing questions you do not wish to include in this quiz for a group of pupils and replacing them with ones that are more relevant to the learners. Looking specifically at some question types, you can add or remove challenge in very specific ways. With closed procedure statement questions, for example, you can choose simple mode, which is the standard, or hard mode. In simple mode, a line will appear showing where the missing word, phrase, or grapheme needs to go, and the child just needs to drag and drop their chosen answer into the correct gaps. In hard mode, however, no gap is made clear, and so the children will need to recall their knowledge of the subject area, English language, and sentence structure, and make judgments based on that as to where in the sentence the missing word or phrase would need to go. You can also choose whether you want to add or remove trick words. In the case of text entry questions, you can make the answers have to be case or punctuation sensitive, or remove possible answers that are not actually fully aligned with what the question is asking. In this case, it says to give the answer in hours. I could therefore remove those that do not include the word hours. For matching questions, you may choose to add or remove additional information. In this case, I'm actually going to change this one to say 18 and remove this item. That way, all my top row have a matching bottom row answer. For table questions, you can choose whether the children need to write a written response or choose one from the table available. For text required answers, you can write an overall lining objective in the top question box, and then the individual questions below in the table. For single or multi-check responses, the question will be written in the main box, with voice recording if needed, and possible answers written in the first column of the table below. You can then choose if you want only one column of possible answers, or more than one to add additional challenge. For all questions that you make or edit, you are given the opportunity to add a feedback slide. This appears when a child gets a question wrong and can give them either a written, visual, or oral prompt to help them try again with that question. This can only be used in quiz mode, not test mode, when the option to repeat questions is available. You can also add, remove, or edit the time available to complete a quiz. This can be done in the top right-hand corner on the settings cog, where you can also change the quiz from quiz mode to test mode if needed. The default time for the quiz will be 15 minutes, but this can be changed from 10 seconds up to no time limit at all. It is also from these settings that you can change or remove sound effects from correct and incorrect answers, completing the quiz, and the Time's Up alert, if you have chosen not to make the quiz time limitless. When you are happy with your changes, you can click on the preview button here to see how the question and the changes you have made to it will appear from a child's account, including any timers, sounds, and visual clues you may have added or removed. It is also important to make sure you save the version that you have made changes to, which you can do either to your own work folder, a staff folder, or a class or group folder. Once it is saved, you can either share it straight away by clicking on the share button and going set as a to-do, or going to your work folder or whichever folder you have saved the work into and setting it as a to-do from here. At this point, the usual to-dos prompt will appear. It will give you the option at this point to change your quiz from quick quiz mode to test mode and to add or change or remove any time limits if you want to. For further help and support on how to make changes to quizzes using the 2Quiz tool, click on the film reel in the top right-hand corner, which will take you through to a series of support videos.